Parts integration. Imagine the conflict and the internal wrangle that you have when part of you believes something some of the time and part of you believes the opposite the rest of the time. The impact of this is both from an energetic perspective as well as from a time perspective. How great will it be to understand they both have the highest possible intent? Okay, Louise, so you've identified the conflict that you have being between providing therapy to help people and actually making a business and making money out of that. And you see that as a conflict that you have?
Yes.
Okay, and those two things exist for you part of the time? Okay, great. So the process here that you're aware of is I'm actually going to ask you to turn your hands upside down like this.
Okay.
And we're going to do a physical as well as a verbal integration of these parts, okay?
Okay.
Understanding that actually they've both got the highest possible intent, they share the same highest intent. All right. So when we think about providing therapy to help people, can you get sort of a bit of a picture in your mind's eye? And would you like that picture to sit on your left or your right hand?
My left.
On your left hand. And Louise, is it going to sit on the front, in the middle or the back of your hand?
In the middle.
In the middle, okay. And when you look at that picture in your hand, your left hand, who or what does it remind you of?
My mum.
Your mum, okay. And what's your mum wearing?
I can't see. She's got her wellies on.
Wellies, okay. Alrighty. And what's your mum saying? Is she saying anything?
She's just looking at me.
Okay. And is she actually saying anything to you or anything?
No, it's just a sort of stare.
A stare, alright, okay. And how does that make you feel, a picture of your mum in a wellies staring at you?
Apprehensive.
Apprehensive. Anything else?
A little bit scared.
Okay. Cool, thank you. And if we move on to the other picture, the bit about making money and creating a business out of this, who or what does that remind you of?
My dad.
Your dad. And does he want to sit at the front or the middle or the back of your hand?
At the front.
At the front, okay. And what's he wearing? What's he look like?
He's got a blue jumper on.
Blue jumper, okay. And is he saying anything?
He's not saying much. He's looking sort of supportive.
He's looking supportive. Okay, cool. And how does he make you feel? How does that make you feel?
Calm.
Calm. Lovely. Okay, anything else?
It gives me belief.
Belief. Brilliant. Okay, so Louise, let's go back to the picture in your left hand. Okay, and you said it makes you feel apprehensive and a little bit scared. For what purpose?
Block.
A block. Okay, a block for what purpose?
Release.
Release. Okay, release for what purpose?
Positivity.
Positivity. For what purpose?
Height.
Height. Okay, and what's the highest intention of height, Louise?
Peace.
Peace. Okay, and what's the highest intention of peace for you?
Belief.
Belief. And belief for what purpose?
Love.
Love. And love for what purpose?
Warmth.
Warmth. And having belief, love and warmth, what's the highest possible intention that would bring you, Louise?
Joy.
Okay, so belief, love, warmth and joy, for what purpose?
Love.
Love again. Okay, so if you have love, warmth and joy, what will they bring for you, Louise?
Knowing.
Knowing. And what's the highest possible intention of knowing?
Just peace.
Okay, so if we've got peace, belief, love, warmth, joy and knowing, What will they all bring for you? How will they make you feel?
Trust.
Okay. The highest possible intention of trust?
Faith.
And having faith for what purpose?
Belief.
So to have belief, love, warmth, joy, knowing, peace, trust and faith. What's the highest possible intention of all those for you?
Life.
Life. Okay, Louise, are you aware that your left thumb twitched?
Mm.
Yeah, but did you do it consciously?
No.
Okay, cool. So let's talk to the part on the hand that reminds you of your father, your right hand, yeah? Okay. And calm and supportive for what purpose?
Faith.
For faith, okay. And faith for what purpose?
Trust.
Okay. And trust for what purpose?
Belief.
Okay. And what's the highest possible intention of belief for you?
Knowing.
Okay. So if you've got faith, trust, belief and knowing, what will all those things bring for you, Louise?
Love.
Love, okay. And having love for what purpose?
Faith.
Okay, so we've got faith, trust, belief, knowing, love. What all those things bring for you?
Peace.
Okay. And what's the highest possible intention of peace?
Fulfillment.
And having fulfillment, what will that bring for you?
Love.
Okay. So having love, faith, peace and fulfillment. For what purpose, Louise?
Joy.
Okay. Joy for what purpose?
Life.
Life. Okay. So can you see, Louise, that both parts have exactly the same highest possible intention, and that is to bring life and the overwhelming feeling of peace, fulfillment, love and joy. You see that? And now it's time to allow those parts to begin that integration process, accepting that they both have the highest possible intention for you, Louise, which is that of life. And as the parts start to come back together again, just understand that this feels right, and every single cell of your being is going to experience this overwhelming feeling that its drive, its focus is all born about for life, and that it's right to have that sense of feeling of peace, of faith, of fulfillment. And as your hands start to integrate again and bring this back together, this overwhelming sense and feeling, extraordinary feeling of a want and a need for life. If there are any other parts that want to join in, they don't need to know what they are, they can just jump on board and allow this integration to take place. And just feel that overwhelming sense of warmth, of love and of knowing. The highest possible intention for you, both parts have, as they start that process, is that of life. And allow your hands just to come back together again. It might feel a little bit like two best friends being reunited. And as that process, that integration takes place, feel that overwhelming sense through every single cell of your being, allowing that sense of feeling to come back and take hold, an overwhelming sense and purpose of life. And as the parts start the integration process, and they're doing it brilliantly now, just allow that to happen at the speed you want it to happen at. That sense of joy, of knowing, trust, of peace and of faith, knowing you have an overwhelming urge. Everything here is for life, and that sense of being. And as the hands now come back together again, just allow that integration process to take hold. As your hands are drawn back up to complete this process, coming up towards your chest now, enjoy the process and the sense of freedom, of feeling of joy, of peace and fulfillment as those parts are reunited And think about the energy levels that will occur now, knowing that the conflict has gone now, and you can work as one with an overwhelming sense and drive to create a feeling of life and fulfillment and joy. And as your hands take their journey up towards your chest to allow this integration process to be complete at whatever speed they wish to, just enjoy that feeling and that sense, overwhelming urge through every single cell of your being, and allow that to take place and to take hold. And as your hands come up further towards your chest now, know that you can feel it. It resonates at every level, every single cell of your being swayed in that feeling, that sense of life and of freedom and of joy and of fulfillment, peace, knowing that this all works harmoniously together again. And as your hands complete this journey to bring these parts that were once separate now complete together again through the integration process, as your hands get closer and closer to your chest to bring this part back together again, the final stages of the integration process. Draw your hands up towards your chest now as they wish to, and allow it to happen, and allow this sense of overwhelming urge, freedom, of joy and fulfillment to take place as your hands become closer and closer and closer to your chest. And just allow the final stages of this to take place and enjoy an overwhelming sense of fulfillment and of life. Just let that happen now. Just sit there quietly for a second or two. You okay?
Thank you.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. Really feel this side particularly moving a lot.
Good. Thank you, Louise. So, Louise is now fully congruent in what she's doing, and this fits totally with her ecology.